Why do you think that this is potentially a landmark case?
If a journalist can be extradited like what they hear about them in the press, this sets a grisly precedent for all journalists in any part extradited to the country that's most concerned. And so he stands by the fact he's a journalist, and the only way they're able to try and even justify taking him out of this country is to suggest he's somehow not a journalist. You've got to look at what Wikileaks have done and what he has done. He is a Nobel Peace Prize nominee this year. They have published fully transparently facts without editorialising anything. So if anyone deserves a medal, it's Julian Assange and Wikileaks. But he has been subject to an enormous amount of disinformation to smear him, to discredit him, and you routinely see things in the media which are total falsehoods. So he needs to get his truth out at all costs.
But what he did publish was classified information. That's why he has the hearing on the 2nd of May. How's he going to fight those charges?
It's a US extradition hearing. I believe it may be the same judge that unfortunately called him a narcissist, which was a very personal comment for a judge to make, and ridiculous. Whether the hearing becomes a full hearing or it's adjourned to another date is yet to be seen on the day, so I can't comment on that just now.
What are your next steps?
Julian has a lot of supporters, but a lot of people are too frightened to speak out, and opening those channels of communication to more positive voices is key and critical. And countries like Latin America are now openly speaking out in defence of Julian Assange. It's about getting more people. It can't just be John Pilger, Julian's biological father, his mum, and a handful of people. We have to create the ignition. So saving Julian Assange is the equivalent to Extinction Rebellion and their saviour of the planet from climate change.